Hello and welcome to Train Sim World 3, where we will be playing through the SD40 training module today.
Welcome to driver training at the training center. Today you'll be learning how to drive this EMD SD40-2 locomotive in BNSF railway livery. The SD40-2 started production in 1972, with the last unit being built in 1986. Rated at 3,000 horsepower and weighing at least 170 tons, the SD40-2 is rated with a continuous tractive effort of 831,000 pounds. Over 4,000 SD40-2 locomotives were produced by EMD in various configurations, and many are still in use today, 50 years after they were first introduced. When you're ready to begin, climb aboard.
Okay, so we've had some fantastic information there. We get a little bit more information, I think, about the trains and Train Sim World 3. Now, this is like a refresher course to me because it's been a long time since I've been in the SD40-2. So we'll just climb up.
Sit in the engineer's seat.
Sit in the engineer's seat. There's no door there, Wobbles. You can tell it's been a long time since you've been on the train. The SD40-2. Right, here it is. Close the door, sit in the seat.
Now you'll go through the steps needed to take over this locomotive. Firstly, you will need to set the generator field switch. This needs to be enabled for the throttle to control the power of the train.
Okay, generator field switch is on.
This locomotive requires the reverser handle to be inserted before operation. The reverser determines the direction of travel. Switch the front headlights on. Regardless of the time of day
front
or
headlights,
weather, all
the rear
locomotives
ones. Where are the front
must
ones?
have
Where are the
their
front
headlights
ones? Ah, there they are. Under the power throttle handle, hiding.
When getting moving, it's worth remembering the following sequence. Independent on, auto off, throttle on, independent off. Let's go through that slowly and understand why. First, fully apply the independent brake. Now, this will ensure that regardless of anything else, your train won't move.
Okay.
Next, fully release the automatic brake. This will release the brakes on the rest of the train, but you won't go anywhere because those independent brakes are holding you.
Okay, that's released.
Now, apply a small amount of throttle and verify that power is generated.
Apply a small amount of throttle. What's a small amount of throttle? 1 or 2? Maybe it's 2.
Finally, release the independent brake and you'll start moving.
Release the independent brake and we'll start moving. Yay! Here we go.
This is a great practice to get used to because it'll help you with two key areas. The first is that you verify that the train will take power before you release the brakes. You don't want to find yourself without power and having to hurriedly put the brakes back on. The second is that having power applied as you release the independent brakes ensures that you won't roll backwards. On steeper hill starts, you may even need to start with more power. And this is something you can practice and get used to as you find yourself out on the railroad. If you have any locomotives on the rear of the train behind freight cars, you can press the banking comms button to enable radio communications with those remote units. This will ensure that they operate their throttle and brakes in unison with your own locomotive, giving you much needed extra control on your journey. Press it now, just to get practice, even though there aren't any connected.
Okay, so this is the banking con, but the icon is over. That's the wrong switch. It's that one there. Okay.
Coasting is a method used to efficiently maintain speed and reduce motor stress and maintenance requirements.
Set the throttle to off. This is pre-release gameplay, by the way,
Come to a
chaps.
stop in
that
the
we're
indicated
playing
position
today.
using the independent brake. Independent brakes apply only to the locomotives in the formation and are much faster to apply and release than the automatic brake.
I'll get the independent brake in a minute. I'm going through the keyboard. I've forgotten the shortcuts on this loco to all the different brakes. Finally got it.
Change direction with a reverser. Then change the junction indicated, either by walking over to it or using the map.
I'm not used to seeing a yellow reverser handle. Okay, I'm going to access the map. I don't want to walk over it, so we'll do it on the map. You, of course, when you play through this, you can actually go down the track and manually change.
Before proceeding, check
junctions.
the two couplers are in the right position to allow for automatic coupling. Look at the rear coupler on your train and ensure it's open. Operate the cut bar if it is closed to release it.
Okay, so I'll go out on the camera, and the coupler's at the front somewhere, or at the back. Oh, where is it? Where is it? It's normally like a big bar. Ah, that's it. There we go.
Next, walk over to the freight cars you're going to couple to and check their coupler knuckle is open.
Can we actually do that?
Operate the cut bar here to open the knuckle.
No. Right, I'm going to have to jump back in the train and walk out to do the coupler bar. The one's down there. Right. Jogging away. Going for the run. Yeah, this is pre-release gameplay footage that you're watching, so at the moment 6th of September this game will be released. Game key, of course, received free of charge from Dovetail Games. Right, here we go. It's that bar there.
Before coupling cars, always check the knuckles are open, or you'll just bounce right off.
Always check your knuckles, or she'll just bounce right off. Okie dokie. Some rubbish there on the ground. May have some game keys to give away for this coming at a later date, so keep an eye out for that. Train Sim World 3 giveaways.
Okay. The junction is correctly aligned and the cars are ready to couple. Couple up to the cars by gently driving into them at a slow speed. And most freight uses automatic knuckle couplers, so they will automatically couple once they connect.
Okay, let's rock and roll. Away we go. Take the brake off first, always helps. these tutorials are great if you want to get into playing a game like this. Very easy to play, to get into, and of course you've got all these training modules. I mean, I've driven this before, but it's been a long time, so these training modules are just great for me as a refresher course as well.
Apply some brakes to slow your approach.
Okay, so apply a little bit of the independent brake there to slow our approach. Don't want to stop wobbles, you just want to slow the approach. I'm going to have to apply a little bit of throttle now. Yeah, just slow the approach, don't want to bounce off them or derail. So we'll see how I get on with this. This is my first time doing this, so I've done it previously in Train Sim World 2, but a little bit rusty. I'm on a refresher course down at Training Centre. I think that is just the training centre, I don't know. Anyway, I'm training, I'm learning, as maybe you will be too. Couple to formation driver.
Hey, nice work. Now change direction with the reverser and move the train forward into the indicated siding. Remember to apply a little power before releasing brakes. While it's not strictly necessary in the training center, this is the time to start forming great habits.
Right, so we'll start forming brake habits. A little bit of the old independent brake there, before we actually get out on the main line. That'll be fun. A little bit of power and slowly release the independent brake there, and away we go. Brilliant.
Since you have freight cars coupled, you should slow down using the automatic brake and get the extra braking effort from those freight cars. The automatic brake applies brakes throughout the entire train.
No training, it doesn't seem on the use of the dynamic brake on this loco, not yet anyway. I don't know if there is one actually in the game yet. I've not come across it. But we've got a dynamic brake as well. It'd be a good explanation if we could put that in for new players about the dynamic braking. Maybe it's in the game, I don't know. I've not played through all the training modules at this precise time. So we just got to stop here. I don't know. This might be it for this particular training module. I don't know. Will I get the gold? Was it speeding? Did I do a little bit of speeding at the beginning? If I did, I won't get the gold. Possibly. I don't know. That means I'll have to come back and do it again. Got to collect them gold medals.
Uncouple the cars either by using the external camera or by walking to the cars on foot.
Okay, I'll use the external camera. It's a little bit quicker just for the video. There we go.
That's it for this training module.
Objective complete. Did I get the gold? Or was I I was speeding. Will that give me the gold? I was just slightly speeding. No, I didn't get it. That means I've got to come back and do it again. Of course, when you do it, you can take just a little bit more care than what I did there. And hopefully you'll get the gold. Now I've got to go back and redo it because I was speeding. So yeah, thanks for watching, chaps, and look out for more Train Sim World 3 videos to come in the future, as well as the possibility of some Train Sim World 3 game keys to give away. So yeah, thanks for watching.